In this video, I will review line plots with fractions and creating line plots with fractions. So in this first one, it's giving us some data points, which are distance in miles, and then we have to plot it on the number line below. So the first thing I'm going to do is put these numbers in order from least to greatest to help me put them on the line plot. So I'm going to go through and I see that 1 1/4 is my smallest, so 1 1/4. Next, I'm going to look for other ones that are in 1 or a little bit over 1. Next one I see is 1 2/4, 1 3/4. Okay, I don't see any more 1s, so now I'm going to look for 2s. I see 1, 2. I see 2 1/4, 2 7/8, 2 4/8, and 2 3/4. 2 1/4 is my smallest so far. 2 and 4/8, 2 7/8, 2 3/4. I know that 2 4/8 is equal to a half, so that is going to come next. And then I know that, so I'm going to figure out 3/4 or 7/8 is larger by using my strategy. So I'm going to put 7/8 and 3/4. I could cross multiply these because they're both greater than a half, so I could use another strategy in order to see which one is larger. So 4 times 7 is 28, and 8 times 3 is 24. Therefore, 7/8 is larger, so the next will come 2 and 3/4, and then 2 7/8. Okay, next I'm going to plot these number lines on plot these data points on the number line. So I'm going to start with 1 1/4. So first I'm going to figure out what this line is divided into. I see it's divided into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 spaces. So these are out of 8s. So 1 1/4, if this is 1/8, 2/8, 3/8, 4/8. I know that 4/8 is also equal to a half, and I know that 1/4 is smaller than a half. So I'm trying to figure out which one of these fractions is equivalent to 1/4. So 1/8, 1 times nothing, 1 times 1 gives me 1, but 8 times nothing is going to give me 4. So I think it's 2/8. So I'll try up here. 2/8 equal to 1/4. 1 times 2 is 2, and 4 times 2 is 8. Therefore, I know this is an equivalent fraction. So this is also equal to 1/4. So I'm going to plot this right here on the number. Oops, I'm not plotting these. This is a line plot. So I'm going to put 1x on top of 1 1/4 right there. Check. Next, 1 2/4. 1 2/4 is the same as 1 4/8, 1 1/2. That is also equivalent to 1 2/4 because 2 plus 2 equals 4, or half of 2 equals 4. So I know that this is 1 1/2 right here. Check. 1 3/4. I know that 3/4 is larger than a half, so I'm going to continue filling out these as 8s to find an equivalent fraction to 3/4. So this would be 5/8, 6/8, 7/8. I know that 3 times nothing is 5, 3 times nothing is 7. So I know that 3 times 2 is 6. So I'm going to check 3/4 if it's equal to 6/8. 3 times 2 is 6, and 4 times 2 is 8. Therefore, that is the equivalent fraction to 3/4. So this would be 1 3/4 right here. So I'll plot x right on top of here. Next is a whole number 2. That's easy to find because it's on the whole number 2 line. So I'll put an x right there. 2 1/4. So I'm going to label my same number lines as I did before. So 1/8, 2/8. Oops, lights went out. 3/8, 4/8, 5/8, 6/8, and 7/8. And right as we do this, you should know that this part is 1/2 because 4 plus 4 is 8. Therefore, this is where the half is. And I know that 1/4 is less than a half. And I figured out over here that 2/8 is an equivalent fraction to 1/4. So right here would be 2 1/4. This would be 2 4/8 because I see 4/8 right there, which is equal to a half. I figured out that 3/4 is equal to 6/8. So this is 2 6/8 is right here. Last one is 2 7/8, and I see that on the plot right there. So I was just able to plot all of these fractions onto my number line. They all had just one x on top of it. So in your classwork today, you will see something similar. You're not going to have to make your own line plot, but you are going to have to look at the data and find the line plot that correctly matches it. So one suggestion would be to put them in order from least to greatest, or check to see if any of these are equivalent, and then be able to find the one that matches. The next question is using the line plot above. So this next question says, what is the difference in miles between the longest and shortest distance run? So I'm going to look for the longest distance run. So the longest distance run was 2 7/8. 2 7/8. Difference means that I'm subtracting them. And then the shortest distance run was 1 1/4, which I know is also equal to 1 2/8. So I'm going to change this 1 1/4, which it might not be this difficult on your classwork. But I see that 1/4 is 2/8, and I know I need common denominators to subtract. Typically, it will give you ones that are the same, but if it didn't give you one that are the same, we already found out on our number line that 2/8 and 1/4 are equivalent, so I just changed that to 2/8. There's no regrouping in this because 7/8 is larger than 2/8, so this is a pretty easy subtraction problem. So therefore, 7/8 minus 2/8 is 5/8, and 2 minus 1 is 1. So my answer is 1 5/8. Last one, this one's not going to go with these top ones. This one says true or false. The line plot below shows a total of 17 3/4 hours. Okay, so this one is a little bit of a long one. So I'm going to use the whiteboard over here to just help show you how to do this. So the first thing I need to do is I need to figure out what all of these are equivalent to. So I'm going to label my number line. I see this is divided into 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is divided into fourths. So this is 1/4, 2/4, 3/4. 1/4, 2/4, 3/4. 1/4, 2/4, 3/4. Same last one, 1/4, 2/4, 3/4. Okay, now I'm going to write down all of these over here. So this line, this x is at 2/4. My next x is at 1 1/4. My next x is at a whole number 2. My next x is at 2 3/4. My next x is at 3 2/4, and I have 2 of them, so I'm going to write that twice. 3 2/4, 3 2/4. And my last x is at a whole number 4. So what I have to do now is add all of these up. So I'm actually just going to move this out of my way for a second, and I'm going to start taking ones of these and adding them. So I'm just going to start from the top. I'm going to add 1 1/4 plus 2/4. 1/4 plus 2/4 is 3/4, and this is 1 3/4. So I'm going to X that one out, X that one out. Plus a whole number 2 and 0/4. This is going to be 3/4 and a whole number 3. So I also added this. So now I'm at 3 3/4. So I'll just erase these for myself to give myself more room. Next, I'm going to add 3 3/4 plus 2 3/4. 3/4 plus 3/4 is 6/4. 3 plus 2 is 5. I'm going to keep this as an improper fraction right now and then figure it out at the end and change it into my proper mixed number. So I'm going to take 5 6/4 up here, so I have some more room, and add it to 3 2/4. 6/4 plus 2/4 is 8/4. And then 5 plus 3 is 8. I could right here, this is a very simple one, 8 divided by 4 is 2. So I could change this into a 10, or if that confuses you, you could keep going and wait till the end to change it. Okay, so I just added my first 3 2/4. Now I need to add my second 3 2/4 because there's 2 x's over 3 2/4. So 8/4 plus 2/4 is 10/4. 8 plus 3 is 11. Last one, I'm adding a whole number 4, so plus 4 wholes. Gotta move down a little bit, would be 10/4. And 11 plus 4 would be 15. So now I have 15 10/4, if you could see that. So I'm going to erase this and change 15 10/4 into a mixed number, a proper mixed number. So I first had to change 10/4 into a mixed number. So I asked myself, how many times does 4 go into 10? 4 goes into 10 2 times. And I know that 4 times 2 equals 8. And I have to ask myself, how many more do I need to get till I get to 10? Or how many is left over that I can't make a whole for, which is 2. And how many, and then my denominator stays the same, of 4. So this equals 2 and 2/4. But that's not my answer. Remember, my answer is 15 and 10/4. 2 and 2/4 is just what 10/4 is equal to as a mixed number. Therefore, I have to add these two together. So I'm adding 15 plus 2 and 2/4. 15 doesn't have any fourths, so I'm just going to write 2/4 here. And then 15 plus 2 is 17 and 2/4. Okay, so my answer is 17 and 2/4. That's the total amount of hours that is on this line plot. So I'm going to write over here 17 and 2/4. Well, I was looking to see if it was equal to 17 and 3/4. 17 is the same, but 3/4 is not. So I'm going to say this problem is false. On your classwork, this will be a little bit different as well. It may give you a line plot and then ask you which one shows the correct amount of data. Either way, you're going to have to take all of these fractions and add them up just as I did in this video. So take your time on your classwork. Today is just a practice, so you are allowed to work with a friend. Ask for help from the sub if you need it, because then tomorrow we will be having an exit ticket on this information. Do not stress if you don't do well on this exit ticket. We are still going to have homework on this concept that will help you, and I could review this on Monday when I get back as well if you are still struggling. So if the exit tickets don't come out great, then don't worry about it. I could exempt that as a grade, and we could just take the quiz, which is next Tuesday, as a grade instead. So I hope you guys have a great week, and I will see you guys on Monday.